Thanks for coming out, you guys. I think that the last time a lot of us were here was 2005. Bruce is sitting in the front, was the MC that night. And we were here because Jim Chang had introduced me to an architect named Tadeo Ando. And we brought Tadeo into town to look at a project for us and to put on a lecture here. And what I got out of that was that there was this demand by people to get involved in the architecture scene that wasn't being satisfied. Because we could have filled we could have filled Chan Center numerous times that night. And it was really rewarding for me that people cared that much about Vancouver and about the built environment in Vancouver. And that, at the end of the day, is the reason that I do what I do. I really love what I'm doing. I'm extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to do it. And so when this project came along, I was introduced to Bjarke, I guess about a year and a half ago, by the then Director of Planning in the City of Vancouver, Brent Todderan. And I attended a meeting in Brent's office at the city, and Bjarke had a laptop, and he walked me through his projects. And it was about a 35-minute conversation walking me through his projects. At about the 30th minute, I kind of tuned out of the conversation. I started thinking, okay, what am I going to do with him? Because this is a talent that we need, and we need it in Vancouver, or I was actually thinking Toronto as well at the time. And the next morning, I attended a meeting at my architect Jim Chang's office, and I sat down in the boardroom, and I was one side and Jim was on the other, and Jim passes me this book, Yes is More. He says, I was just at this lecture the day before by this young architect named Bjarke Ingels, and wow, I was so impressed. And I said to Jim, well, that's interesting. I was just with him the night before, and he was showing me his body of work. And Jim, and I was equally impressed. And so Jim said to me, well, maybe we should have him look at this project that we're doing. And the project is the one that we're currently working, or one of the projects we're currently working on, which is Hallam Beach. And Jim said, much to Jim's credit, there's not a lot of architects that actually advance the idea that maybe another architect should get involved in our project. And Jim put forward the idea that maybe we should involve him in the project. And so we, long and short of it, is about 3 weeks after that, we had Bjork's team fly out from New York and look at the project and look at all the work that we had already put into it. And about 3 weeks after that, there was a schematic design on my desk. And it really was something that immediately Jim and I gravitated to, and it was an amazing solution to a really difficult site. And I think we were extremely fortunate as a city to have him working with us. And so when this partnership with Bjarke started, I said to myself, well, the success of the Ando event that we put on a few years ago, maybe that's an opportunity to do this again. And so that's why we're sitting here tonight. And what was remarkable for us in the office was just how many people really got into this event. And it just tells me that people are really crying out for a more creative, a more innovative city. And that's something that we need to grasp, and we need to take it and we need to run. There's a lot of architects out there, there's a lot of students out here, there's a lot of planners, a lot of developers, and we need to all, as a group, we need to take this opportunity and we need to run with it. Architecture has the ability to solve many of the problems that we face. The issues of sustainability, the issues of affordability, the issues of growing a strong and vibrant creative economy, all of these things architecture has the abilities to substantially contribute to. And I think that we need to take those opportunities and run with it. So on that, I think what I want out of this evening is I want that we leave and people are energized, and they want to get involved. And what's important is that we stay involved, and we think of all the opportunities that we have. I mean, when people think about Vancouver, they keep talking about Vancouver's number one. You know, we're the most livable city in the world, or and then they get upset when we're number two. And you know, what does that mean? What does it mean to be the most livable city in the world? You know, what it really means is that we were blessed with this amazing natural environment that we had nothing to do with. You know, we're the luck of the draw, that we were blessed to live in this amazing city. And now that we've been blessed with that amazing city, now it's our opportunity to actually do something with it. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that we've done all we can do with our architecture in Vancouver. You know, the last dozen years, we've built 100+ high-rises in Vancouver. How many of them are really, really good? In the next 10 years, we're going to build another 100. And now we got to turn it up, and we got to do a lot better. So that's, for me, what this is all about. I think Caleb and the Chan family might be here tonight, and I'd like to thank them for the facility that we're enjoying tonight, and Bing Tom for designing it. It's fantastic. And so to the Chan family, I need to thank them.